12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there out of the running game. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Broncos 7, Titans nothing.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
To the sideline.
Now that'll bring up second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Check, 47. Let's go, D.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 10 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And the Broncos first down.
Block now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Lock working out of the gun. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jack Crawford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus on the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Titans first down. First down and goal to go.
On first down, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6.
So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the 2-minute drill.
They're down.
5 yards on the play. And it's
throwing his lock. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. Football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
I know heartbreaks, setbacks, and bitch, if I crap out, I'm sure I'm gonna get back. I've been through the ups and downs. I know my way around. So to me, it's all a part of the game. Gatorade for legends. win from within.
Quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Quick slant to Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Henry. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
From the gun, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
A gain of 3 on the play.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Locke keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Brandon McManus.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Guess what?
14 inches.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down. And that's caught by Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 32-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Locke going to throw it here. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20, 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy, 77 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Again, it's Locke. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. Now in desperation. Oh, wide open, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Is successful. That makes the score Broncos 34, Titans 24.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish.